Hello, brilliant learners! Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to learn some essential polite request phrases in English. These phrases are used when you're asking someone to do something for you or provide information. Requests. Could you please plus bare infinitive, which is the base form of the verb without to. Fun fact. Back in the day when I started making videos, I created a video on the bare infinitive. It's a very old video, but it gives a great explanation. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out for a good laugh and some learning. By the way, if you haven't watched my videos on modal verbs yet, make sure to check them out too. This phrase is a casual but very polite way to ask someone to do something. Could you please stop doom scrolling and take out the trash? Take out the rubbish? Could you please pass the remote? My arms are too short. Could you please pick up some groceries on your way home? If you wouldn't mind, could you please plus bare infinitive, which is the base form of the verb without to. This is a respectful way to ask for help. If you wouldn't mind, could you please stop using my Wi-Fi to download entire seasons of shows? I would appreciate it if you could plus bare infinitive, which is the base form of the verb without to. This is often used in more formal situations. I would appreciate it if you could stop posting cat memes on my wall. I'm a dog person. I would be grateful if you could plus bare infinitive. I would be grateful if you could is another formal and polite way to make a request. I would be grateful if you could convince my plants to stop dying despite all my efforts. Use the fancy ones like I would appreciate it if you could when you're feeling all businessy or need a favor from someone serious, such as with colleagues, clients, or in emails. But guess what? These phrases aren't just for the office. You can totally drop an I would appreciate it if you could, or if you wouldn't mind, could you, in your everyday chats with close friends or family. It's for when you really want someone to do something for you, like grabbing that extra slice of pizza or helping out with household chores. Phrases like could you please and if you wouldn't mind, could you please are suitable for casual interactions like with friends, family, or when asking for small favors. Suggestions. So, how about and what about followed by a verb ending in ing like going, eating, which is the gerund, are informal ways to suggest something. It's like saying, hey, let's consider doing this. You can use these phrases with friends, family, or anyone you're on familiar terms with. It's more informal, so it's great for casual conversations and among people you know well. How about trying out meal prepping for healthier eating habits? What about going for a walk in the park? How about and what about followed by a noun are informal ways to suggest something. They're used among friends, family, or people you're close to. How about sushi for dinner? What about a beach day this weekend? Would you be up for plus noun or gerund? The structure would you be up for is followed by noun or a gerund, verb ending in ing. It's used to propose an activity or suggest something to someone like, would you be up for a hike? It's suitable for use with friends, family, or acquaintances you're on good terms with. Would you be up for grabbing coffee this afternoon? Why don't we followed by a clause is another informal way to make a suggestion. It's used among friends, family, or people you're familiar with. Why don't we hit the gym after work today? What do you think about, followed by a noun or gerund, is a versatile phrase that can be used in both formal and casual settings. It's a great way to ask for someone's opinion or feedback in a friendly and professional manner. What do you think about starting a side hustle together? A side hustle refers to any job or business that you do in addition to your main source of income. It's typically something you do part-time or alongside your regular job to earn extra money or pursue a passion. Would you be interested in, followed by a noun or a gerund, which is the ing form of a verb, is a polite and formal way to inquire if someone's open to something. It's suitable for conversations with acquaintances or colleagues in professional settings where a more polite tone is appropriate. Would you be interested in meditation? Would you be interested in scheduling regular video calls to stay connected? Taking out would you be and using interested in plus gerund or interested in plus noun makes the phrase more casual and straightforward. Interested in trying out a new yoga studio in the neighborhood. Interested in a career change. Are you open to doing something and would you be open to something or doing something are both polite ways to make requests or suggestions. Use are you open to doing something in casual conversations or with people you know well. Use would you be open to something or doing something in more formal contexts such as professional settings or when addressing someone you're not very familiar with. Are you open to testing out weird beauty hacks from the internet? Would you be open to participating in a bring your pet to work day at the office? For everyday chit chat or asking your BFF to binge watch a show, stick with why don't we or how about. They're polite enough to keep things nice but won't make you sound like you're drafting a legal document. So be savvy with your English politeness. Here are some general responses that can apply to any kind of request or suggestion. Positive responses. How about checking out that new rooftop tonight? Sure thing, I'm up for it. I'm in. Count me in. Absolutely. Let's rock it. Would you be interested in discussing this idea further? Certainly. That sounds like an excellent plan. Neutral responses. How about we try that new restaurant downtown? Let me marinate on that idea. Would you be open to discussing our marketing strategy next week? Let me consider that and get back to you. Negative responses. Why don't we meet for coffee this weekend? Count me out. I'm not up for it. Nah, I'm gonna sit this one out. Sorry, but I'm gonna pass on that. I'm out on that one, not my vibe. I wish I could, but I've got too much on my plate. I'd be all over it, but I'm tied up at the moment. I'm afraid I can't swing it right now. Maybe next time? I'm really tempted, but I'm knee deep in work. I'd love to, but I'm in deep. Would you like to participate in our team building workshop next month? I appreciate the offer, but I must decline at this time. I appreciate the invitation, but I have a prior commitment. Polite decline. Would you be up for a game night at my place? Thanks, but I'm booked solid. I'll have to take a rain check on that. I'm gonna have to give that a miss. Not really my cup of tea. Sorry. I'm not down for that right now. I'm gonna pass. Thanks though. Would you be interested in exploring the new hiking trail this Saturday? Thank you for thinking of me, but unfortunately I'm unable to. I appreciate your suggestion, but I have to decline. I wish I could, but it's not feasible for me. Counter suggestions. What about finalizing the design by Friday? How about we tackle that next week instead? Would you be open to revising the strategy? Perhaps we could explore an alternative approach. How about we approach it from a different angle, like... That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your suggestions, requests, or ideas in the comments below. I love hearing from you and can't wait to discover what you want to see next on the channel. Catch you in the next one.